Hello! Hey! I need to figure out a way to start this because I have no idea. I'm going to be doing the Get to Know Me tag today. Basically just pick 20 questions from a Get to Know Me tag that I found online. Okay, so the first one is, what is your middle name? I've got 3 middle names because my dad says names are free, have as many as you want. So my first one is Laura Louise Selena. Laura Louise, classic middle name, and Selena's my auntie's name, so I guess that's why I'm named Selena. Where are you from? I'm from Suffolk. Whoop whoop. What is your favourite drink? Are we talking bev? Are we talking soft drink? Okay, maybe I'll answer both. My favourite drink. I love milkshakes. I don't like milk, but I like milkshakes, which are really weird. So I don't like really milky milkshakes. I like more like thick shakes sort of vibe. So I'd probably say strawberry milkshake or like salted caramel milkshake. Bev. I mean, I am a red wine girl. Is that my favourite though? I don't know. I'm one of those people that goes out and likes a few drinks and then I'll be stuck. I'll be like, what am I going to drink tonight? Like, do I go this way or this way? Because I feel like I have to go away. I can't be like wine, beer, Southern Comfort. I don't know. I can't pick a favourite bev. Maybe a Shiraz. Yeah, we've got to go with that. What is your favourite food? These are impossible questions. Why did I pick these? Favourite food. I feel like everyone has a different favourite food for a different mood, like a binge mood, and then okay. My favourite food at the moment has been. Waiting for my housemate to go in her room so she can't hear me. My favourite food at the moment has been a dish from Wagamama's. I mean, I used to not hate Wagamama's. I was just like, I think you have to find your dish at Wagamama's before you like Wagamama's. So I found a dish called the steak bulgogi. Bulgogi. I don't know how to say it, but it's that. And it's basically like steak and noodles. And it comes. My only problem is it comes with a sauce which is quite spicy, and I'm really bad with spice. Like a korma's enough for me. So I just asked for the sauce on the side, and then it's best of both worlds because I can put a tiny bit on if I want any sauce, but I'm good with just the noodles and the steak. So that's my favourite food at the moment. Favourite holiday destination. Does this mean the place, like favourite place I want to go?
See you later, Grace.
Bye! Or a place that I've been. I'm going to say a favourite holiday destination. Sydney. That was the doorman. Someone's parcels arrived. For holiday. But like, one of the favourite places I've been is Madrid. Because I really like Madrid.
Doorbell's not working.
That's more touristy. Oh, is it not?
I'll just hit it again.
Doorbell situations. Yeah, favourite holiday destination, gonna say Sydney. Because I love Sydney. Love the beaches. Love Sydney. That I've been to. But I do like Madrid. What is your favourite sport? Favourite sports? Football. I'm rubbish at it. I used to play at school, but I was the worst one on the team. The coach only liked me because I always turned up because I liked football. But I was so bad at football. But I like watching it. I like playing it, but I'm just really bad. Which is a shame. But I like to watch football. And I support Ipswich Town. Big fan of Ipswich Town football. It's like a family thing, we've like always gone. Okay, what age did you go on your first date? Yeah, I think I was super late to this. I mean, not super late. I think I was 16. Oh yeah, I was 16. I went to Wetherspoons. He took me to Wetherspoons for my first date. I mean, we made the decision together. Because I was thinking more like budget, because I was like, I haven't got any money. Because I was thinking, you know, we just pay for ourselves. Because, you know, whatever, I can pay for myself. But I couldn't afford that much, so I was like, should we go somewhere cheaper, like Wetherspoons? I think I suggested it, so it's my fault, but we went to Wetherspoons, and I had like a plain chicken burger because it was really cheap, and it was really awkward. Funny story about that. Actually, that's a funny story about that date. If you want to know that one, maybe I'll do that later. It's not the time for that story, but I can get onto that story sometime. What is the top of your bucket list? I mean, to go to New York right now. I really want to go to New York for my 21st, but I'm also New York is so expensive to get there, to stay there, whatevs. And I want to go for my 21st, but my 21st is in June, so I'm like, I sort of want to go Christmas time. So I'd like to go for my 21st, but in Christmas, like get it for my 21st, but go to Christmas. I don't know. At the moment, that's the top. Go to New York. because I'm in a really travelly mood right now. Like, if I had the money, even though I do have the money, but I'm trying to save it for other things like, you know, your future, like where you're gonna live and that stuff. But I don't want to be doing that, but I'm doing that right now. Okay, dog or cat? Dog, 100%. Cats scare the hell out of me. You don't know what they're thinking. They're evil. They scratch. They just potter around. Like, I have met a friendly cat because my cousin's cat was friendly. That's the only cat I've met that's friendly. And everyone's like, oh, my cat's lovely. You'd love my cat. I'm like, no, I wouldn't. I don't like cats, okay? I like dogs. I prefer big dogs. But I can do with, like, medium dogs. I can deal with small dogs more than cats. But I just prefer big dogs. What's your nickname? Okay, when I was younger, I really wanted a nickname, but obviously Grace. What can you shorten that to? So I tried to get Ace to catch on. I don't know why, because that's a terrible nickname, but I tried. It didn't work, so no one called me Ace, so everyone just called me Grace. And then I started a thing called KG, like Cool Grace, but cool with a K. Yeah, I actually tried to get that going. KG, Cool Grace. I don't even know. Well, my first name's sort of a nickname because my real name's Gracia. So Grace is like a nickname from that, but it's not really a nickname, just everyone just calls me Grace. What was the first concert you ever attended? Okay, quite a memorable one. Girls Aloud, Newmarket Races. That was my first concert. I went with my mum. My mum bought me tickets, I think for my birthday or something. And we went, and we sat in like the side stand. Like, you could stand down below, but me and my mum had tickets for the side stand or whatever. So I was literally like this the whole time. I don't really remember it that much, but I remember that was my first concert. Do you have a tattoo? No. I have a phobia of needles. As everyone, I mean, a lot of people are afraid of needles, but I have a phobia of needles. If I have to get a blood test, I was in hospital the other day, a few weeks ago, months, I don't know, and they had to get a blood test from me, and I made such a big deal about it, because I feel, I can, as soon as someone mentions a needle or says I've got to have a needle, I can feel every vein in my body. It's really weird, like I'm suddenly so aware of like blood, and it makes me feel queasy thinking about it. Just the thought of it, I can't. So I had to go to paediatrics and they had to put numbing cream on me, as if that helped. That did not help at all, but they were like, oh look, this will make it won't even be painful. I was like, yeah, okay. Stabbed me and it hurt like a... I hate blood tests. I won't go to blood tests. I'd rather, I don't know. I put blood tests off for months because I hate needles. I hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them. If I got a tattoo, it would be tiny. Like, I really like tiny tattoos, but I couldn't. Just the thought of it, I couldn't for the needles. I couldn't. What is the furthest you've ever been from home? Sydney. Like I said earlier, my favourite holiday destination, yeah. Sydney on holiday. What was your least favourite subject at school? Okay. This is a tough one because I hated maths. I hated maths. So much so that I would go to the toilet at the same time every maths lesson, like halfway through. My maths teacher would remind me. He'd be like, Grace, it's your time to go to the toilet now. And he'd like sign my planner. We had plans to like go to the toilet. And Mr. Davenport would be like, Grace, isn't it about time you went to the toilet? Because I'd go every single lesson and he knew, and at this point he didn't care. I went every single lesson for about 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, because I hated maths so much I could not take another minute of it. So I had to go to the toilet all the time. But I also hated science, like physics. I hated physics so much. Chemistry a little bit was my favourite of the three, because chemistry, I mean, you get to play with a Bunsen burner once in a while, like chuck in some sulfate or whatever it is and have a great time. Whereas, I mean, biology was a little bit more fun, like you'd have fun, like poke a pig's lung or something. Like, not poke it, but, you know, like look at it. It was a bit more interesting, whereas physics, you just stare at a wall. I mean, you'd hate life. What was your favourite subject at school? Obviously that was drama. So I'm now doing an acting degree, so drama. Who was your first celebrity crush? Ooh. Okay, it's a tie between Zac Efron and Robert Pattinson. I loved Zac Efron like everyone did, and I loved Robert Pattinson like everyone did, but I loved them, like I was obsessed. I was obsessed with Twilight. I remember I went, my friend Elena actually, took me to see Twilight in the cinema. Like, she didn't take me, but she was like, oh, let's go see this film, and I hadn't heard of it, I hadn't read the books, I didn't know what it was about. Went to see it, I was like, oh my god, I think I went to saw it another time in the cinema, because I was so obsessed with it. And then the Twilight series I became obsessed with, like I read all the books, I watched the films a million trillion times. I was obsessed with Robert Pattinson. Everyone was like, Team Taylor. I was like, what? Are you actually okay? Taylor, I was like, oh, he's so cliche. Whereas Robert was like, ooh. Anyway, I was a Robert girl. I had a poster of him in my room. I wasn't a poster girl though, so that was big for me. I was not a poster girl. Like, I didn't like posters of like, or like magazines or that sort of thing, but Robert Pattinson made the cut. Zac Efron did not. But I was obsessed with Zac Efron. Like everyone was with High School Musical. Like, come on now. I mean, not so much the like long haired face, but when it got shorter, whoo, damn. What's a bad habit of yours? Okay. I have this thing since I was a child, like I think since I was a baby, whatever. I hum when I concentrate, but like really badly. Not even I think it is when I concentrate, but if I'm doing anything, like writing something, listening to music, I hum like a lot and quite loudly apparently. Like that bad that in first year in halls, my friend Rob, who was like the other side of the wall to me in halls, like next door to my room, he thought I was hoovering for like 6 months. Like he thought it was just hoovering every time I was humming because it was that loud and like a hoover. I was like, that's embarrassing, that's actually me humming. I don't know how we figured that out, but he was like, what? I was like, yeah, that's me. When was the last time you cried? Oh my god, I can't even think. I used to be the person that would never cry. Like, you would never see me cry. Like, I'd cry to myself, you would never see me cry. Like, ever. Like, middle school, upper school, you wouldn't see me cry at all. And since I've come to uni, or like since I've come out of school, I'm a sensitive little soul. Like, I will cry at every film. I will cry at, I don't know, I mean, I cry at old people anyway, like the elderly, anything elderly. Like, if I see a man alone in a pub or anywhere just eating his dinner alone, an elderly person, like a man or a woman, I will cry. I will just like be, just the thought of them being alive, oh, I can't, gets me emotional. But that's not answering the question, Grace. When was the last time I cried? I think, as stupid as it sounds, I think I was ill over Christmas. I had to be in bed with my stomach, and I think, you know when you're so ill and you don't want to be ill, like it's the Christmas period, and I just cried. I was like, I'm so ill. And it was like painful, so I was crying because of that too. But yeah, that's not a very interesting time I last cried. What was your first job? I think my first job was Home Bargains. Was that my first job? I mean, that was my first proper job. My mum had a cafe when I was younger, and my dad had a shop, and then my mum had a cafe later on. And I worked in those, like, I did some like washing up at the cafe, and then I worked behind the till like the odd Saturday, like hardly really sort of working. But my first like proper job, like every week on the payroll, was Home Bargains. I worked there every weekend for 6 months. Whilst I was in sixth form, I think. Yeah, I worked there for about 6 months, but then I stopped because it was getting to my exams and stuff, and every weekend was a slog because like you do sixth form all week, then you think you get some joy, but no. I was working Saturday and Sunday at Home Bargains, and it was not a nice place to work. I mean, the staff turnover was ridiculous. I'd come in every day and be like, who are you? Like, I've like, what? I've worked here for months, I've never seen you. They'd be like, oh yeah, I started today. Next day I'd come in, I'd be like, who are you? Where's he gone? Oh, he's been fired. Oh, I was like, literally, it was the most petty job ever though. Like, I would go to aisle 1 and ask the lady, I'd be like, oh, where does this toothpaste go again? And they'd be like, Grace, can you come to the manager's office? Thank you, that's Grace to the manager's office. I'd be like, what? I'd be like, all right. Go in, they'd be like, why are you talking on the shop floor, like having conversations when you're meant to be working? I'd be like, I was asking where the toothpaste went whilst I was doing my job, stacking the shelves. So what? And they'd be like, this is your first warning. I was like, are you kidding me? So when it came to my exams, I was like, right, drop this, I'm done. I mean, I like the money, but I am done. That was a horrible job. Favourite ice cream flavour? My favourite ice cream flavour, I've got 2. Does that count? I'm being one of those people that's really annoying. I'm really indecisive, to be fair. Strawberry and mint chocolate. So that's it. That's my 20 questions, get to know me tag. I hope you enjoyed that. Like the video if you liked it. Let me know in the comments any other videos you want me to do, and hit the subscribe button. wherever it is. Right, this song is in my head so much from my friends Maddie and Zara. My brows on fleek, they love the way that the highlight glistens.